Okay, if you're just joining us, we had our first time out of the first period. It's been a hot start offensively for both teams. 16-14 is our score. Southeastern has the lead. They're taking on Arkansas Fort Smith Lions. If you're just now joining us, sorry about any delay there. Savage Storm have the basketball after the media timeout. On the court right now, checking in for Southeastern, is Kinsley Warden, Connie Hughes, Abby Barr. Also out there, Mackenzie Espinoza. I don't know what the delay is here. And I think I'm trying to see the number of the other player for the Savage Storm. But a little bit of token pressure in the backcourt as Hughes brings it up. 16-14 Southeastern. Katie Allen also in the game for the Savage Storm, the freshman out of McAllister. There's a pass down to the baseline, a fall-away shot by Allen, no good. The rebound tapped out of bounds. Oh, and they're saying it's off of Fort Smith. I'm surprised.
Yeah, that's a favorable call.
Brianne Lindert, a freshman out of Washington, the other player out there for the Savage Storm. Baseline right to throw it in. They get it into Espinoza, out front to Barr. Under 4 minutes to play. Warden crossover, drive, stops, kicks. Three on the way is short. Rebound Espinoza. She'll dribble out of there. Hughes behind the back. Now over on the wing to Lindert. She'll drive all the way in. Go up strong. The ball knocked away. It's loose in the paint. Still loose. Savage Storm save it. They throw it in, almost into the backcourt. Save. There's 15 on the shot clock. Warden crossover, drive, scoop, score! She got around Rose Wimba, a junior out of Gabon, Africa.
She made that one look easy.
And by the way, Wimba is 6'3". Kinsley Warden drove around her and reached way out there to get the bucket to go. There's a drive all the way in, scoop off the glass, too hard. Espinoza with a strong rebound underneath. Savage Storm have it up 4. 2:45 to go here in the opening period.
Another story for the Southeastern
pass
Storm.
got away from Warden, turned over. Too many of those in the first period. Jackson will bring it up. Jackson all the way down, stops at the free throw line, looks, finds a teammate. Driving the left side, that's Jordan Gregory, a sophomore out of Little Rock. There's a shot and contact. They're going to have a foul as Jackson drove it in, and she'll get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, Jackson just kind of put her head down and got to the rim, forcing.
Well, that usually is really good in football, but it's not as good in basketball. If you just put your head down and blow. Sometimes you can get away with it. Depends on if your defender's out of position.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what that situation was.
Warden's going to go to the bench, replaced by Southeastern's Brenna Howard, sophomore out of Whitesboro, Texas. By the way, no Stevie Stinchcomb in any of the 4 games this season. The starting point guard from a year ago is out with an injury. Might be able to play in the second semester, so she's probably going to miss the entire first semester. Senior point guard. The Savage Storm trying to make do without her. Second free throw by Jackson is good. And we're going to see into the ball game. Abby Summit, a junior out of Greenwood, Arkansas, listed at 5'9" for the Lions. 3-point lead for the Savage Storm. Neither team has really been able to pull away. Hughes brings it down, works to the right side, guarded by Ross. Now out to Howard. Howard works over to the left side, stops, fake, spins, lobs to the high post to Espinoza. She's going to drive it in, turn, shoot, tough shot, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's loose. They're going to call a foul on the Savage Storm. Yeah, Espinoza trying too hard to go back and get that basketball.
Number 11, Haley Jackson for Fort Smith has 9 points already.
Yep. She's only averaging 7 a game, 7.7 points per game. So off to a really fast start. Here's Ross on the drive, cut off at the free throw line. 3 on the way. It's too long. Nice block out there. Hughes gets the rebound. The shot missed by Summit, who just checked in. Long pass down. Pass on the other side to Howard. Kick out 3 is on the way, and it's in. Connie Hughes knocks it in. The Savage Storm have made, I think, 4 just going off the top of my head. You guys can verify that.
Yeah, that's amazing ball movement by the Storm.
How many threes?
They've hit 5 3-pointers.
5, so I was 1 off. There's a drive and offensive foul they're going to call against the Lions. That'll be a turnover.
Yeah, they are 5 for 7 here early to start this one, 71%.
Wow, that's not 6 for 6, but it's pretty close.
they took that game from 2 nights ago and they said, we'll just show up again and keep doing it if it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it's for how many different players? Last time it was 11 different players.
5.
5 different players have hit a 3. Here's Espinoza to join the club. It's offline, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lane Kirkendall, a 6'2 junior out of Tulsa. Ross has it behind a pick, pull-up. 17-footer is short, and the rebound to Southeastern. Hughes gets it on the run. She's the only one down. 1-on-3, holds up better. Thought better of it. Over to Allen. Now to Hughes. Fakes, drives, feeds underneath to Espinoza. Turns, shoots, and rolls off. Hustles after her own rebound, saves it out on the wing. Allen shuffled her feet, turnover.
Well, good rebounding by the Storm. But one thing I have noticed about the Lions is they have a little play in the lane where they set a pick and just shoot a jumper at the free throw line, and it's tended to work for them.
Back in the game for Arkansas Fort Smith, and Coach Ryan McAdams in his 5th season was an assistant at New Mexico State before he took over the head job there. Is Jordan Grimlick back in, the freshman out of Alma, Arkansas. Lions feed it to the post, kick it, reverse, wing. There's a 3 in the corner, just checked in. Grimlick knocks it in, and the lead is cut in half. 3 points for the Savage Storm. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Barr has it, kicks to the wing to Howard. She'll drive down to the free throw line, stop, and what do we got? 2 officials look at each other. I think they call it a jump ball, so it'll be Southeastern's possession with 19 seconds to go as Tori Kilburn set to check back in. And Barr and Warden also checking in for the Savage Storm, so 3 new players into the lineup.
You know, I don't know about that call. That seemed...
Well, it's like the whistle blew and they weren't sure what to call, so they kind of made something up. I'm just telling you what I thought.
If anything, that should have been...
Okay, 1 of 2 at the line for the Savage Storm. There's a long 3, and it's in for Fort Smith, so the lead is cut to 1. 1 second. Half-court heave is no good, so at the end of 1, it's 22-21. Southeastern with a narrow lead. They've never trailed, I don't think, in the first period of play, but we'll be back for period number 2 after this on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
45% of people put off buying life insurance, according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of an illness or a tragic accident. Call your local Farmers agent Al Olson and discover coverage options that you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your covered options, call Al Olson at 580-924-3898.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Life insurance issued by Farmers New World Life Insurance Company, Bellevue, Washington. Industry research conducted by Lima, and life happens in 2021.
Welcome back. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler, Bob Solons. Got a good one today so far, 22-21, Southeastern on top in Durant, Oklahoma. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day outside, but got a good basketball game going in here.
Absolutely, Jake. And one of the stories of this game is, again, the three-point shot. Fort Smith is 4 for 7 from beyond the arc, and your Southeastern Storm are 5 for 8.
So now here's Barr with it to bring it in for the Storm. Inside to Warden. Warden kind of working that post, and shot's good. And
man, what a beautiful shot that was.
She is different than a lot of this level college women's basketball players. She has a great turnaround jump shot. You don't see a lot of those at this level, but she's really 17 feet in. She's deadly.
And here is Kirkendall, who turns around and makes that look easy, and that's that height that Noah was talking about earlier. Barr takes it up again for the Storm. Kind of looking for somewhere to go. Almost traveled with it, gets it into Kilburn. Kilburn turns around, spinning, shoots the fadeaway. That one's good as well. So back-to-back inside the paint scores for the Storm.
And, you know, Kilburn's really good at that. I think that's the third or fourth time that she's done that and scored almost every time.
So here's a layup. That one's no good.
Got to get the rebound.
Rebound kind of goes out to Kirkendall, and then here's a shot for them. That one goes. It banks in.
That's 2 bank shots
Man.
in the first half.
And that ties the game with 8:56 left to go in this half. Barr takes it.
I mean, somebody's got their lucky rabbit's foot with them tonight.
Back into Kilburn again. Kilburn spinning around again. Almost thought about the same shot. Gets it to Allen. Allen to Kilburn. Kilburn drives. And that height is creating a disadvantage as Kilburn looks like she got knocked in the nose there. Kind of grimaced a little bit. Now here come the Lions. There's a 3-point shot. That one, wow, lucky bounces and everything as number 12, Abby Summit, knocks that one in. Here's Barr.
And they are perfect from their last 3-point shots.
On the Choctaw logo. Both teams shooting phenomenally from 3. Here's Kilburn. Kilburn takes the 3. That one won't go. A little strong. Rebound to Summit. And here come the Lions with a 3-point lead here, their first lead of the game.
Hey, and look, now that they're ahead, they're slowing it down for the first time. They've been playing at a frenetic pace.
Yeah, the pace has been something to be amazed by early in this one. As the Storm, with a little bit of slowdown, they pick their defense up.
Well, Jake, let's see if they'll do it again and shoot from beyond the arc.
Here's a drive and a kick. Here's Summit for 3. No good at the horn. The shot clock horn at that. Here's Barr. Out to Espinosa. Espinosa takes the 3. That one in and out. Rebound almost fought for by Kilburn. Ends up a tie ball. That's going to go over to the Lions as some new faces.
Well, I thought Kilburn was going to get a layup, but Jackson reached in there and tied it up.
Yeah, and that's a good battle down there between Kilburn and a couple Lions.
So back into the game is Deaja Horton for Arkansas Fort Smith, and also back in Jordan Gregory.
So here's Ross with it now for the Lions. Tries to get a screen. Ross still with it, dribbling, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Goes to the outside, back to Ross. Ross, a nice crossover move, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Kilburn. Kilburn quickly down the court now, gets it to Barr. Barr still with it. Barr up top. Here's DeWarden. Warden tries the 3. That one goes. Kinsley Warden for 3.
Man, tough shot. She was right over the defender on that one.
Yeah, and that's a good contest from the Lions as well. So
tied it back up.
The 3-point shooting by both teams, fantastic early in this one.
A few gutsy shots, too.
Here, Gregory has it. Here's Jackson now. Gets it out to Ross. Ross drives inside.
Oh, good feed.
And again, like Noah said, the height is good as Wimba gets that one to go. 6'3". Here's Hyatt. Hyatt to Barr. Here's Kilburn. Kilburn behind the back. Barr thought about the 3, drives inside. Double team. Here's Warden for another 3. A little strong on that one. Hawk couldn't get the rebound. Here's Ross now for the Lions to Jackson. Jackson picked it up, back to Ross. Ross on the NCAA logo. Here's Wimba with the screen.
Oh, good
Feeds
hands.
inside. Good hands by Hawk. Now here's Barr with it.
Came up with the steal.
5:40 left to go in this first half. Here's Warden, top of the key. Wanted a screen, didn't get it, gives it to Kilburn. Here's Hyatt in the corner for a long 2. That one goes. Hyatt, a good 2-point shot, and it's a tie ball game once again. Here's Ross. Gets it in the corner to Jackson. Jackson with a crossover spin move, looking for somewhere to go. Finally fires a three. That one's good.
Man, her feet weren't even set.
Man, Gregory just kind of chunked that one up, and it went.
Low line drive, no arch.
And this is high-level basketball from both teams as Hyatt takes it, gets it into bar.
Let's just see how long this shooting lasts.
It lasted all game for Southeastern.
I'm talking about
as Warden gets another three to go, ties it up. So Kinsley Warden red hot to start this one, the leading scorer for the Savage Storm. As Ross drives inside, misses, rebound Kilburn. Kilburn almost fouled.
That should have been a foul.
Gets it to Hyatt.
Man, both these teams are incredibly efficient. They have gotten
Kilburn
all of their
almost
shots
traveled.
almost to fall down.
Well, we've got the numbers there, so give us numbers.
Here's Hawk inside to Kilburn. Welcome back. 3:56 left to go in this second quarter. Southeastern leads by 2, 36-34. And this is a pretty competitive game. Both of these teams knocking down a lot of shots. Noah, what do you think? What do you think is going right for both of these teams?
I think the efficiency for both teams is going right.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what Fort Smith is shooting in their first 3 games. 38% from the field and 27% from three. They are way over their heads in this one.
Yeah, they're shooting 52% so far in this one, and Southeastern still leads by 2. So
we'll see if that lasts, because they're just making everything. Some of those shots, 2 of them have banked in.
And it's not bad defense, too. Every single shot has been well contested. They're not open, but
here's Hawk on the jumper.
Not matter.
That was a jump hook. Pretty shot from about 7 feet away.
That's something me and Jake discussed, is a lot of these players have amazing shot forms, and it seems to work out for them.
Yeah, and here's on the drive, guarded by Hawk.
Oh, good
Inside.
pass.
There's the height, and one.
Chloe Eversole, a freshman out of Anna, Texas, who just checked in, is going to be guilty of the personal. That's the first foul in this quarter. We played 6.5 minutes, and that's the first foul.
Yeah, quick moving quarter.
Or no whistle quarter.
Wimba has a chance to make this a 1-point game. That one's good. So Hyatt's going to take it up for the Storm, leading by 1. Dribbles on the in the NCAA logo inside to Espinosa. They call a travel, and they've been watching those feet today as they got away with a few on Thursday.
I don't know what she did. She dribbled.
We saw.
How do you travel when you're dribbling?
I don't know. They picked up the pivot foot or something. Ref saw something we didn't. Here's Ross.
You don't know what I want to say, or saw something that wasn't there.
Here's a drive inside. A little floater. That shot's no good. Rebounded by Espinosa.
She's done a good job on the board since she's been in the game a couple times.
Phenomenal job. Here's Eversole. Looking to make something happen. Dribbling it around. Looks for somewhere to go. Here's Hyatt now. Allen gets it. Kind of moving around. Good defense. Gets it to Espinosa in the corner. Back up top to Hyatt. 9 on the shot clock. Here's Allen. Thought about a 3. Can't do it. Drives. And now there's a shot, no good by Hawk. And a rebound, so the shot clock resets as Hawk gets it up top once again. Here's Allen. Allen tries a long 3. That one's good.
That was 26 feet, I think.
Katie Allen for a bomb after great defense, but the great shot's going to beat that every single time, as now Ross has it, guarded by Hyatt closely. Tries to get by and a foul.
Well, I have one thing to say, Jake. A shot that goes in every time is a great shot, right?
That's very fair.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
I've never seen a great shot that didn't go in.
That's kind of true. I mean, you can take bad takes that can go in.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Here's a corner 3. That one won't go. Rebounded by Allen. Allen pushes it quickly, gets it to Hyatt. Hyatt to Hawk. To Allen. Allen quickly drives inside, tries the layup, won't go, a little strong. Rebounded by Eversole. Eversole gets it outside to Hawk to Espinosa for 3, won't go, a little strong on the right side. Rebounded and quickly pushed back up.
Get back.
The layup is no good. Great defense by Hawk.
Another great rebound by by Espinosa, and a foul.
And that good rebounding by Espinosa.
That is the first foul on Arkansas Fort Smith here in the second quarter.
The Storm now lead the rebounding 20-15 against Arkansas Fort Smith.
Well, and Espinosa has 7 rebounds.
Yeah, she's done a great job.
And that led to that foul right there. So great job by Espinosa to, kind of stay on the boards, especially with the height advantage that Fort Smith has. So here's Hyatt. Gets it inside to Hawk. Hawk drives inside.
Strong move.
Layup isn't good, but she gets her own miss. She goes up again. That shot's good. So Hawk misses but stays resilient and gets the second shot to go.
A lot of hustle from the Storm over here.
Jackson inside, outside, takes a 3. That one won't go, so the shooting kind of calmed down for the Lions. And there's a steal from Hyatt. Hyatt dribbling it now on the SE logo. Gets it to Eversole. Thought about the 3. Instead, gets it out to Allen. Allen will take the 3. That one in and out. Rebound Jackson.
That steal made 5 players for the Storm having at least 1 steal.
Yeah, and Coach wanted a double
great
dribble. What a move. Inside, shot goes. What a shot by Brown. Kind of drove by the defender. And
well, you saw the little head fake and just blew by her. That she averages 19 points a game, leading scorer for the Lions. What?
I'm not sure
They
what
called 3 seconds.
Wow, and man, these officials are calling it tight.
Well, I don't know what.
I don't think I've ever seen that one
Coach-
called in the D2 game.
Not that far away from the basketball.
Yeah.
And Coach Grover is over there saying, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that poor official has to take the brunt of it. She was on the opposite side of the court. Had nothing. I didn't call that, Coach.
So now Brown takes it, gets it inside. Here's the layup, won't go. Rebound to Espinosa, quickly out to Allen, gets it to Hyatt. So now they slow the tempo just a bit.
Yeah, last shot time here. Shot clock is off.
Hold for that last shot, going to the locker room with the lead. 7-5. Hawks going to try the shot at the horn, won't go. And the rebound, long rebounded out, and that's going to do it for the half. Savage Storm lead 43-39 in a back-and-forth exciting game so far as both these teams head to their respective locker rooms. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You're watching Southeastern's women's basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network.
We all have stories. Stories inspired by culture, competition, creativity. Stories show our humanity. They inspire us to greatness and remind us to be humble. Stories connect us to our communities and the rest of the world. We are the Chata people, and these are our stories. See and share them at togetherwe'remore.com.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it apart. Spend it together. Spend a little now. Spend a lot later. Spend it fearlessly. Spend it faithfully. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
At Excel Therapy, our expertise extends beyond sports. We also offer dedicated rehabilitation for seniors, helping you maintain mobility and independence. Plus, we provide effective workers' comp rehabilitation to support a speedy return to work. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, Excel Therapy is the community's trusted choice for top-quality orthopedic and sports medicine care. Visit exceltherapyok.com to learn more. Excel Therapy, where we excel at helping you excel.
Beer runs, straight up competitive. And the wine cellar, we're MVP. From ice cold game day beer to craft brews that impress your hipster buddies. And premium spirits smoother than a quarterback spiral. We've got your victory celebration in a bottle. Don't show up empty-handed, show up legendary. And proud partner of the Southeastern Sports Network. The Wine Cellar Liquor Store, Radio Road, Durant. Drink better. Celebrate more.
Shelburne Heating and Air is the choice for all your residential and commercial needs. Service and installation on brands you know and trust. Carrier, Trane, Luxair, Mitsubishi, and American Standard. Shelburne Heating and Air specializes in optimizing the performance of your heating and cooling system. Here to help you improve your indoor comfort. Shelburne Heating and Air, your locally owned heating and air experts. For contact info, visit shelburneheatair.com.
Kansas. A night to remember. Kansas live. With the music that helped make rock classic. Saturday, February 15th, Choctaw Grand Theater, Choctaw Casino Resort, Durant. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texas University.
Steubenville Chevrolet in Durant is proud to support Savage Storm Athletics. And with the same pride, resilience, and strength as Savage Storm fans, Steubenville Chevrolet is proud to be Durant Chevy dealer. When you need a new car, truck, or SUV, the Steubenville team is ready to find your perfect tailgate vehicle. No need to leave town to find what you want. Stay local, buy your Chevrolet the Steubenville way, and go Savage Storm.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
Durant True Value Lumber is more than a hardware store. They're your community partner. From DIY projects to complete home builds, Durant Lumber has everything you need. Quality lumber, plumbing supplies, hardware, that perfect paint color, and all your home and garden essentials. The Durant True Value Lumber staff are your neighbors, always here for you with expert advice. Durant True Value Lumber is in the heart of downtown Durant. Durant True Value Lumber, your Durant family-owned True Value store.
Touchdown flavors begin at Green Spray Food Center. Whether you're grilling ribs, saucing up wings, or flipping the juiciest burgers, we've got your game day covered. Stock up on fresh meats, bold seasonings, and all your tailgate favorites. So before the big game, swing by Green Spray Food Center, North 1st Street in Durant. And always be ready for game day by checking out this week's deals at greensprayfoods.com. Durant's only locally owned grocer, Green Spray Food Center, fueling Southeastern fans for over 70 years.
Back here at halftime, Southeastern women. It's a women's game only. The men are playing at 2 p.m. at Texas A&M Kingsville, down in Kingsville, Texas. That game was originally supposed to start at 1, but now they've got it scheduled for 2 o'clock. By the way, checking the GAC scoreboard, there is one football game going on today, and the number 2 team in the nation, Harding, leads Northwest Missouri State 17-7 with about 10 minutes to go in the first half of that game. And looking at basketball scores, we got this one going on. The other one men's game going on right now. Eastern New Mexico leading Northwestern Oklahoma 43-30. That is in the first half with 1:21 to go. Also on the schedule today at 3 o'clock, Henderson State hosting Lyon College. At 3 o'clock, Rogers State will host Southern Arkansas. At 3 o'clock, Ecclesia will play at Ouachita. At 4 o'clock, Harding hosting Mission. And at 7 tonight, Southwestern on the road at Oklahoma Christian. And college basketball teams in the GAC. College football scores, the only one you care about, Oklahoma, rated number 8 in the nation now, is leading Missouri late in the third, 17-6. Number 1, Ohio State, is ahead of Rutgers, 28-3. That game in the fourth quarter, early in the fourth, and Texas A&M over Samford, 41-0. Miami, who's rated 13th, as the fourth quarter just starting, leads Virginia Tech, and that is in Blacksburg, Virginia, 27-10. The Hurricanes lead that one. So we're at halftime, and we'll take a break and be right back for the start of the second half on the Southeastern Sports Network.
When you're dealing with an insurance company, you're already behind the 8 ball. And the only way to get a level playing field is to hire an attorney.
We treat each and every case and each and every client as if they are a friend and neighbor, because that is how we view them.
You'll get the best service. You're going to have the best people working on your case. That I can promise.
Burridge Law Firm. Call 580-920-0700 or visit burridgelaw.com.
Cherokee Communications believes good things come in threes, like 3-pointers, epic movie trilogies, and great home service. That's why Cherokee offers HDTV, high-speed internet, and home phone. And right now, you can get any service or all three for one low cost. Get HDTV, internet, and home phone from Cherokee Communications and score 3 for the home team. Visit CherokeeCom.com today.
We recently asked listeners to describe the Super Nachos off the Taco Casa's Super Menu. Here are their stories.
I love that when you order the Super Nachos to go, they separate the chips from the toppings into different containers so that I get to have crispy chips.
The Super Nachos, only on the Super Menu at Taco Casa, located on 1st Street in Durant and southbound 75 in Calera. Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to action. 2:44 left to go in the halftime break. Savage Storm lead 43-39. Let's go over a few key stats in that first half. Noah, if you want to go ahead and just take it away.
Well, Jake, I think some of the key stats here are some of the key players are Kinsley Warden and Tori Kilburn. They both have 4 shots made. Warden has 2 threes, so does Espinoza. Warden has 10 points. And like we were talking about during halftime, these players play their roles very well. Hyatt, who brings the ball down as the point guard, has 4 assists. Warden, I guess as a shooting guard, is really shifty and can shoot threes and drive.
Hey, let's take a quick timeout, guys. We'll be right back on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Sparlin Realty is dedicated to achieving your goals and will always do what's in your best interest. For residential and commercial properties, farm, ranch, and land purchases, you'll feel good about your choice of Sparlin Realty.
At Sparlin Realty, there's nothing more gratifying than achieving your goals and earning your trust along the way.
Whether you're selling your property or buying your dream home, it would be our privilege to assist you. Please call us today at 580-745-1055
or SparlinRealty.com.
Studeville Chevrolet in Durant is proud to support Savage Storm Athletics. And with the same pride, resilience, and strength as Savage Storm fans, Studeville Chevrolet is proud to be Durant Chevy dealer. When you need a new car, truck, or SUV, the Studeville team is ready to find your perfect tailgate vehicle. No need to leave town to find what you want. Stay local, buy your Chevrolet the Studeville way, and go Savage Storm.
Welcome back. Just about to get second half action underway. The Storm lead by 4 after a phenomenal first half. Both teams shooting the ball at a really high clip. Southeastern shooting it at 44% and Fort Smith shooting it at 53%. So, excuse me, 46%, 53% from 3 for Fort Smith. So, some really impressive numbers, and it's going to be a great second half. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler, Bob Solons. Excited to have you with us.
How excited are you, though? That's the real question.
You want like a scale, like a 1 out of 10?
Yeah, well, you can say whatever you want. I'm just asking. How excited are you?
10. We'll go 10.
Okay.
Really excited to have everyone on board for a fantastic basketball game here on a Saturday afternoon.
All right, here we go, Jake. The original 5 starters back in the game: Warden, Kilburn, Hyatt, Hawk, and Barr for the Savage Storm. What about Fort Smith?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be their starters as well. So Keontae Ross, Jordan Grimlick, Talisha Brown, Haley Jackson, and Lane Kirkendall in for Fort Smith as we're back to action. Here's Hyatt inside to Kilburn, outside to Hawk. Back to Kilburn underneath the basket. Shot's no good. A little bit too far underneath as Jackson gets that rebound. Taking it quickly inside. Good transition defense by the Storm. Here's a drive. That shot's no good. A little strong. And here's a rebound by Hyatt. Hyatt struggled to keep that out of bounds. Finally did and got the rebound.
You know, I'm surprised she didn't take that wide open 3 that she got.
Yeah, maybe just an emphasis on getting inside. So here's Warden looking inside to Kilburn, who does a little spin dance move and gets that one to go.
Yet another back down from Kilburn, and she is making almost every single one of these.
And Kilburn.
Notice how soft her touch was, though. It just barely went over the rim and just settled in. It didn't rattle around real hard off the rim. It was just so soft.
Yeah, Kilburn has done a great job all day of that kind of spin shot.
Ooh, knocked away.
Good defense by Hawk right there. Thought about a 3. Here's Ross outside to Brown. Brown is assaulted as she goes up.
Accidental.
Yeah.
Warden thought she was going to shoot, so she left her feet, and then Brown kind of started dribbling into her, created the contact, got the call.
That's good basketball by Brown, who, again, is their leading scorer. Not today, but for the season. Brown only has 4 points today, but also 5 rebounds along with 3 assists. Here's Jackson spinning inside. Shot won't go. She thinks she got fouled.
Yeah, it went out of bounds. She's got her hands out like, where's the whistle?
No call as Barr gets it into Hyatt for the Storm. 8:44 left to go in this one. 45-39
third period.
in the third period. Here's Hawk, gets inside, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. So Hawk with a strong move, drives it inside and picks up the foul.
You know what Jackson's saying, don't you, for Fort Smith? Where was that on the other end?
Yeah, it's exactly what she's saying. You can see she's over there petitioning to the referee.
But the thing about it is the defender who got whistled with a foul that time picked up her second, Kirkendall. She was behind Akira Hawk, and positioning makes a difference.
So here's Hawk, the 6'1 sophomore from McAllister, Oklahoma. First shot's good. As you hear, that's the same noise that the Dallas Mavericks use when their free throws are good.
Really? What a fun fact.
Second one goes for Hawk as well. Quickly inbounded for Fort Smith. Here's Ross. Drives inside, blows by Hyatt. Layup's good, and that's just a blow by. Hyatt wasn't in position, and Ross.
So she blew by so fast, it wasn't enough time for help to come over.
So now Hyatt has it. Looked at Barr, and then here's Warden on the little mid-range J. It's good.
And that one was open too.
Kinsley Warden snuck into that little mid-range post and was able to get that shot to go as Ross takes it up. Looks for somewhere to go. Ross is so quick. Gets it into Wimba, back to Ross. Ross looking for somewhere to go. Good defense. Back outside. Here's a drive. That one is no good. So the shot making continues to be a little bit of a struggle as the Storm push this lead out a little bit.
That one was
Here's
by
Barr.
Smith.
Barr outside to Warden. Warden tries a three. That one's no good. Kind of bounced around on the rim. And there's a tie ball. It's still going to stay with Fort Smith, but incredible effort by Hawk on that one. She lost the rebound battle, but was able to get the tie ball.
Into the game for the Lions is Abby Summit, a 5'9 junior out of Greenwood, Arkansas.
So here is Brown. Brown again quiet on the day so far. Tries to get by Hawk. Looks like she stepped out of bounds. And
no, they're going to call a foul.
They called a foul on Hawk for,
I
guess, the push out of bounds. I didn't really see any contact. Again, I guess the official did. Saw something different than we did up here. So now Brown to inbound for the Lions.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it feels like that. So here's Summit. Summit looks for somewhere to go, guarded by Kilburn. Outside. Here is Brown driving inside. Outside to Ross. Back to Summit. Summit for three. Shot won't count.
She made
Offensive foul. Shot doesn't count, though.
3 seconds. 3 seconds to count the call.
3 seconds in the lane, and that's a costly mistake.
So there's been 2 of those. And I'm just going to tell you, last year, I didn't see 2 the whole season.
So these officials like that call. So now here's Hyatt, guarded closely by Ross.
So what I call that, it's the call du jour.
Now here is Warden, spin around jumper. That one's good. And Kinsley Warden and Tori Kilburn have both used that turnaround jumper to perfection.
And we got a timeout here quickly. See if this is a full or a 30.
So a 10-point game.
Hold on. Let's see if we got to make sure it's a full timeout. And it's not. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here.
So Savage Storm have pushed this out to a 10-point lead to kick off this third quarter.
Well, the question was that hot shooting going to continue for the Lions? They're 1 out of 4 from the field in the third period. Southeastern's 3 of 5 in this quarter. And I think you saw probably what Coach Grover was talking about to his team. Take your time. You don't have to fire up the first 3-point shot. Work it. You see Warden take her time. She backed in, got to her spot, hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, and that turnaround jumper has been deadly for Southeastern. We saw it a couple nights ago as well against Cameron, but once again, that jumper just falling for the Storm, the 3-ball as well. And when the offense is moving at such a high clip like this, the defense gets going and the energy, you can kind of feel it right now, especially with Thunderstruck by AC/DC playing.
Well, it's the Storm
right,
and the Thunder.
Well,
similar themes to the nicknames, you know.
Yeah, well, and you know what they say comes after lightning.
Rain?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of similarities between Southeastern and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
No, I wouldn't make that comparison.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't support the Thunder over here.
What?
Well, we're from Texas.
I know, but you haven't been in Oklahoma long enough. I mean, how can you not like SGA, though?
I mean, how many free throws does that guy take a game?
The most.
Yeah, there's a shot that's good by Brown. And
step back three. The Lions needed that.
Right out of the timeout, here's Hyatt to Barr in the corner. Barr looks for somewhere to go with it, finds Warden inside. Warden spins around. Here's another spin-around jumper. That one's in and out.
Well,
Rebounded by Ross.
I think Warden took inspiration from Kilburn and tried to make that her own shot.
So here's Ross. Gets it to Brown. In the corner to Summit. Summit back to Ross. Ross looks
well.
And then takes another three. Ross, no good. Rebound by Barr.
Had to wrestle it away.
So here's Barr now. Top of the key. To the corner to Hawk. Hawk inside. Kilburn wide open. No one guarded her, and that's the easiest shot she's going to get all day.
All year, probably. Maybe in her life.
That's a wide open layup as now Ross has it. Back to Brown.
Oh.
Brown inside. Scoops and misses.
A little too strong on that one.
And they're going to call a foul as.
Well, you guys, we've seen a half and plus here of Arkansas Fort Smith. Their offense is centered around Ross and Brown driving. A lot of times they'll drive underneath the basket and kick it out to the corner. They create everything with their quickness and their driving. That's the whole offense.
Number 10, Connie Hughes, the 5'6" sophomore out of Merritt, Texas, looks to check in.
Checks in for Hyatt, and they look to check in Espinosa as well. So
I don't really know what the delay is about.
Yeah, they're talking
maybe
about
whether
something.
it's a shot, a shooting situation.
They called a technical foul
on Fort Smith.
I believe
It goes
they called
against
on
Ross.
Yeah.
Katana Ross.
That is a big call, especially in a game that is kind of getting away from the Lions.
Well, why are we got to go down to the other end and shoot free. Oh, wait. I think I know why. They're going to say this was a shoot. I didn't think it was a shooting situation.
That's what it looks like they've decided. So
what they got to do here, I think, if I understand what's happening here, is the officials are trying to explain this situation to Coach McAdams. So they're probably going to shoot if I understand this right, they're going to shoot the two Fort Smith free throws first and then walk down to the other end and shoot the two free throws, and Southeastern's going to get the ball.
That sounds like it'd be correct, but the official's still conferring.
So there's two situations here. I didn't really think it was a shooting situation, though. That's only the third team foul.
I didn't either.
It wouldn't be free throws unless she was shooting.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to decipher right now. It looks like.
I think that's what it was about, whether that was a shooting situation or not. I didn't think it was, and so now we're going to walk down to the other end. And I don't know.
It's a lot to figure out, and it kind of stops play, gives the coaches a time to talk to their players.
So it's going to be Kinsley Warden to shoot the free throws.
Here's Warden on for the technical free throw. First one's good for Kinsley Warden. Warden's a 5'9" junior.
Now in the NBA, they've really changed the technical as she makes both of them. You only get one shot, and you don't even get the ball.
Yeah, they have changed that.
So in college, you still get the two shots in the ball, but it's just in the pros, it's just whoever's ball it was going to be.
Hughes and Espinosa have checked into the game for the Storm.
Warden is now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe.
Now here's Hughes. Hughes gets it to Warden. Warden drives inside, another spin-around jumper. That one goes.
Soft touch.
Man, that spin-around jumper has been deadly for Kinsley Warden. As quickly comes Ross, looks for somewhere to go with it, gets it out to Summit. Summit in the corner. Here's the three. That one's short. Rebounded Warden.
Good
Warden
job.
all over the place. Gets it to Barr. So now here's Barr. Gets it to Hughes. Hughes thought about the three, decides against it.
That was kicked. And Coach Grover saying that went off somebody's foot.
Kickball not called there. As these officials have been kind of spotty. Here's Summit for three. That one's good.
Wide open on
Abby
that one.
Summit unguarded, and she knocks down the triple. Here's Hughes now.
Well, the lead was up to 13 before that hit.
So a 10-point game. Here's Barr with it in the short corner. Bark posting up. Here's Warden. Warden's going to try the three. No good.
She was about one step beyond her range there, I felt like. She had to jump really high to get that, to reel that pass in.
Thought about the three. Here's a drive inside. Poked away. Barr gets it.
Hawk with this knockaway in the steal.
Yet another steal. That's 6 steals for the Storm.
Barr quickly moving. Gets it in. Here's Warden. Tries the jumper again. Good defense that time. And here's a rebound as they move so quickly. Here's Ross again inside, back outside, out of bounds. Man, I saw that, and I'm actually not sure that was out of bounds.
We got a timeout here. Back in a moment on the Southeastern Sports Network.
It's time to rake in the cash this November at Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant. It's the Fall into Cash giveaway. Play with your Choctaw Rewards Club card to earn entries for your pile of cash. Hourly drawings begin at 6 p.m. every Friday and Saturday night with grand prize drawings at 1 a.m. Be sure to join us this November for the $1.2 million Fall into Cash giveaway. You'll be thankful you did. Only at Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. The best friend.
So happy together.
And the first timer. The neighborhood hero. And the out-of-towners. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Red Tag. Now well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Plus, Costco Executive members can get a $12.50 members-only incentive.
Welcome back in. Durant, Oklahoma. Southeastern up 10 over Arkansas Fort Smith. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler, Bob Solons. Excited to have you here with us.
The shooting has cooled off here in the second half as Fort Smith now 3 for 9 from the field after shooting over 50% in the first half. Southeastern 5 for 9 here in the third period.
Yeah, the three-point shooting, I mean, it's not what it was on Thursday, but it's still been good. And back on the floor is, I think, the same 5 for both squads that we saw before we left. It's for Storm, it's Barr,
but
Hughes.
Espinosa is in for Kilburn.
Okay, yes.
For the Savage Storm.
Hughes to Hawk, outside to Barr. Top of the key, Allen. Here's Hawk again to Espinosa. Quick three, that one's short. Rebounded and gotten to Brown quickly. Again, they pushed the pace so much. Here's a three-point shot, that one's short. Rebounded, and then here's Allen with it. Gets it to Barr.
You're certainly right, Jake. The defensive pressure has picked up a little bit, and that's caused all these ladies to move a little faster down court.
Barr gets it to Allen. Back up top, Barr. Here's Hawk now. Gets it to Allen, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Good defense so far in this possession. Gets it finally inside a little bit now. Hawk's going to try to make a move, and she's tripped up.
It's going to be the third foul on Laney Kirkendall.
Yeah, they call that one on Kirkendall, and looks like she's going to have to check out of the game as in come Kilburn and Warden for Abby Barr.
Well, that Kinsley Warden, she's the best player coming back from last year. What did she get, like a 90-second breather over there?
Well, I mean, that's all she needed. Here's the inbound for Hughes. Looks for Kilburn, gets it that way. It's tipped a little bit. Up top, here's Warden. Warden inside, tries to feed it inside to Kilburn. Last touch by the Lions.
I think into the game is Rose Wimba, the 6'3 junior out of Gabon, Africa.
Yeah, and Wimba taking up those minutes from Kirkendall, who has 3 fouls. Here's Kilburn, jab step, spin move, 8 on the shot clock. Kilburn looking for somewhere to go, can't. And is that another 3-second violation call? I think it is.
Hey, what did I say? Call du jour.
Call of the game.
Yeah, but it sounds better when you use French.
Yeah.
We getting fancy over here?
It's part of. Hey, we're entertainers.
Is that our word of the day?
Yeah. Called de jour.
Oh, and there's a foul.
A little
Hughes.
hip action.
A little bit of a bump. Now the fouls are racking up for both of these teams. Again, 2:57 left to go in this third quarter. The Storm lead 57-47. The scoring slowed down in the second half so far. Gets it to Summit. Summit looks for somewhere to go with it. There's a travel, almost a turnover. And here's a three. That one won't go. Rebound to Allen. Yeah, the shooting has not been the same as what it was in that first half. Espinosa goes inside. Here's Warden. Warden guarded by Summit. Almost fouled. Here's Warden on that turnaway jumper. Gets a foul. So Warden will head to the line. Summit picks up that foul. Palms to the sky.
Well, that you were talking about the shooting not being the same. That's what you call returning to the mean.
Yeah, and that's why averages happen. So Jackson checks in.
One thing that has improved here, and I hope I don't jinx anything, is the free throw shooting. 4 for 4 here in the second half after a 1 for 4 first half.
You got to be careful with that. The announcer jinx is
Oh, it's real. It lives.
Okay.
Like Jay will say, "There's no such thing," and then when it happens, I'll say, "See?"
It's very real, but not there is. Well, now I'm going to do it, but the first one was good for Warden. Second one good as well. So no announcer jinx can stop Kinsley Warden from knocking both of those in.
She's made 49 free throws in a row. Clank.
That's how it is. You see it in the NBA as well. Here's Brown now. Takes it inside, guarded by a lot of people. That's a miss.
Wimba knocked it out of bounds, so it'll be Savage Storm basketball with a 12-point lead.
That was a tough shot. There was a bunch of people in the paint on that one.
And that's why I couldn't pick anyone to say who she was guarded by. It was kind of the whole team, so defense by committee for the Savage Storm. Here's Hyatt. Gets it inside, and here we go.
Oh,
Here is Warden again. Gets inside the double team.
What a brave shot.
Picked up by Jackson. Jackson behind the back. Gets it outside to Brown. Brown drives it quickly, and she's going to get 2 shots at the charity stripe.
I think Hyatt's going to be the guilty party. You know what's going to get her? The verticality rule. Now, she thinks her arms were straight up, but they weren't.
Yeah. So
the player always thinks, I had my arms straight up. But then when you watch the video, oh, no, wait, they were out here.
From experience, playing basketball for 4 years in high school.
The worst person in the world that's, I didn't step out of bounds. Review that, coach.
They did step out of bounds.
Yeah, you did.
Those are some of the kind of mistakes that you make and you don't realize, but the first free throw was good. Brings us into a single-digit deficit.
Well, Brown's been in attack mode here in the second half. She's just taking it to the rack over and over and over again. Here comes some full-court pressure.
Brown's up to 9 points. They get it to Howard. Here's Hyatt. Hyatt double-teamed, looking for somewhere to go with it. Finally gets it to Kilburn. Kilburn finds a wide-open Espinosa, and we said Kilburn got the wide-open shot, and she tells her teammate, here's another wide-open shot for you, as Espinosa gets that one to go.
That's what happens if you break the press.
Here's a three-point shot. That one, no good. A little short. Jackson tries to rip it away.
Tie up, possession arrow, Southeastern.
Kilburn and Jackson were fighting for that one, but good job.
We'll have an arm wrestle off.
They run the press again. Yeah. Let's see if they can break it.
They leave that pressure. There's a double team. Hyatt can't find anywhere to go with it. Finally does. Here is Warden. Warden gets it to Howard. Howard drives it inside, gets it out to Espinosa. Espinosa tries the three. That one goes! So the press not working for the Lions. 2 straight buckets for Espinosa.
Amazing ball movement by the Storm. That was a wide open shot and just good basketball IQ.
Here's Brown.
Well, give Howard the credit. She knew right where she was going with the basketball.
Brown tries a three. That one's no good. Good positioning by...
That Wimba in there still?
Wimba, I believe. It's good positioning by her to get that rebound. There were 3 defenders.
By the way, it's a good thing to tell the individual fouls. That's the 3rd on Kinsley Warden. They put them up on the board.
So Warden will probably need to check out as here comes Barr to the scorer's table. First one goes.
So I don't know why they didn't let her in there.
She was a little late, maybe.
Could be.
Second shot goes as well for Wimba. Maybe a relative of Victor Wembanyama with that height.
Wimba has 7 points on the game.
Here comes the press again. They try it. They get it to Kilburn. Back to Barr. Barr guarded by Jackson. They kind of backed up on the press after those quick buckets. Here's Howard. Now tries to find it inside, turns the ball over. Here comes a quick Brown in attack mode. Euro step, rebounded by Wimba. Wimba goes up, and she's fouled. She'll head right back to the line where she was 2 seconds ago. Well, a little more than 2 seconds, but felt like it. So
can't turn it over like that. It led to the break.
And Wimba's first shot is no good.
That's her first miss. She is 3 for 4 now from the line.
Has burnt orange shoes, I think, unless those are red.
I think they're red and white.
They look to be Kobe's, maybe?
I think so.
I think so. They're very interesting.
Oh, now we're going to have a long discussion about different shoes, whose shoes they're wearing out there.
I don't think so. That would take a while, especially from all the way up here to get into Espinosa.
You guys seem to know a lot about it.
Well, we know a little bit.
How much do those cost?
Oh,
very
they're pretty expensive. Here's Howard for 3. No good. Rebounded by Kilburn. Back to Barr. Long.
She was thinking
range.
about the long
Espinosa
3.
fires that 3. Espinosa's 3 is no good.
Barr was thinking about taking that long one.
They're going to call a travel
That's
on Brown.
a tough call. That is really not right. Brown got sandwiched by 2 Southeastern players and ended up on the court. They call her for the travel.
Well, and I'm not even sure she had possession of the basketball as she kind of flew to the ground. But nonetheless, it's Southeastern basketball as Kilburn gets it on the inbound to Hyatt. Here's Espinosa. Inside, there's a foul on Wimba.
It's going to be the 5th team foul, so it will result in a couple of free throws.
Kilburn did a great job of
using her body to shield the defender away from the basketball.
Yeah,
It was going for the steal.
She held her ground, and first shot's no good, a little short.
Got to make those.
Kilburn is 55% from the line this year.
Grover just talked with all of his players as the second one's good for Kilburn.
They only got 27 seconds to go here in the third.
So shot clock goes off. This will probably be the last shot as Brown has it on the E in the Southeastern logo, guarded by Barr.
They're waiting it out.
13.
Yeah, but see, I don't understand that.
Here's Brown. Brown will try the 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound, stays with the Lions, so they've got 1.9 to make something happen here before the horn.
It says SE. Southeastern is one word.
That is true, yeah. Looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds someone.
Oh, she
steps
was
out
out
of bounds. So turnover. And we've seen that a lot in these few games. The tight.
You got 0.4 of a second left. You basically have time to catch maybe one dribble and get it off, but that's going to be it.
They're not going to do anything, so we'll head to a break. Southeastern leads this one 64-52. You're watching Southeastern women's basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Shamrock Bank is an employee-owned company based in Southeastern Oklahoma. We are a proud sponsor of Savage Storm Athletics. Many of our employee owners are alumni of Southeastern and know firsthand the opportunities higher education can bring. Our success is tied to the success of the communities we serve. Come see the difference employee ownership makes. At Shamrock Bank, you are more than a customer, we are more than a bank. Shamrock Bank, member FDIC.
Arnett Insurance is proudly celebrating 60 years of serving Durant and the Texoma area. That's 3 generations of family ownership looking out for your insurance needs. Rates for home, life, auto, and commercial that fit your lifestyle and budget. At Arnett Insurance, you'll find 10 licensed agents with over 270 years of experience. Locally based agents that work with a variety of insurance companies give you the best options available. Located at 1116 West Main in Durant, it's Arnett Insurance and ArnettInsurance.com.
Welcome back. It's time for fourth quarter action here in Durant, Oklahoma, inside Bloomer Sullivan Arena. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler, Bob Solons. Southeastern did well in that third quarter. This was a pretty close game after halftime. It's still not out of reach for the Lions, but they've got some work to do. No, what do you think changed?
Well, it was 43-39 Southeastern at halftime, and Savage Storm outscored them 21-13 in the third.
I think the three-point shooting for the Storm changed. in the first half, they went 8 for 18 from 3, and now they're 0 for 5 in the third.
Yeah, and that's certainly something that's
when they're
gonna
not
affect.
falling, so they still outscored Fort Smith by 8 points.
Absolutely, because they realized they couldn't shoot it, so they just drove inside.
So Brown has it now, tries to get it inside to Wimba. Again, Kirkendall in foul trouble, so Wimba going to have to play a lot of big minutes here in this fourth quarter. That's a good move by Wimba. Gets inside, uses that size, and here comes the press once again. Hyatt looks for somewhere to go with it. They back the press off after they get past it. 64-54, 10-point game. Here's Kilburn, gets it inside to Warden. Warden spinning, finds a way past, and gets fouled. So she'll head to the line. And Warden just has a good way of finding a way to get fouled or get the shot to go.
What she did on that was a great baseline cut to get open about 8 feet from the basket. Once she gets position in there, she's tough to stop. So it's the work before the pass away from the ball.
The first shot went. Here's the second one. That one's good as well. They slow it down now, the pace for the Lions. It's been pretty quick throughout the night, or the day, I guess. Here's Brown, gets it to Wimba. Wimba pushes it. Double team comes.
No
Bar
foul?
falls down. Jackson fires the corner three. That one won't go. The threes have not fallen whatsoever for the Lions in the second half. Gets it to Hyatt. Going quickly now is Southeastern. Inside Warden. Warden tried to get it somewhere. They called a foul on, not sure. Looked like on Brown as she tried to go for that rebound. And quickly, here comes some subs for the Lions.
That was the fourth foul on the leading scorer for the Lions, Talisha Brown.
So Brown's going to have to check out of this one with 9:01 left to go in this game, down 12. Brown has 9 points on the afternoon. Here's Warden now. Gets it to Hawk. In the corner to Barr. Up top. Here's Hawk again. Finds a wide open Abby Barr. Abby Barr fires the three. Nylon for Abby Barr. She knocks down the three. The Savage Storm go up 69-54 with 8:40 left in this one. Here's Jackson now. Smooth crossover. Gets inside. Short. Here's the shot. Won't go again. Another miss. There's finally a foul.
I didn't even hear the whistle. Did you guys?
I did hear the whistle.
Okay. That was like more like volleyball down there.
Just kind of bounce, shot, miss. Finally got fouled. And
well, that's actually, I think you said Wimba. That's Kirkendall back in there.
Yeah, so
she has 3 fouls.
She's 6'2". Wimba's 6'3".
So we were talking about shoes earlier. Wimba's got some avocado green.
No, that's
sorry.
That's Kirkendall.
Kirkendall's got avocado green shoes and
yeah, well, it looked like a Nike swoosh on them.
Yeah. So 1 of 2 at the line right there. As here comes the press. It's Kilburn. It's a Barr. Barr's dribbling now, trying to get past Jackson. In the corner, Warden to Hawk. Thought about it. What a cut by Hyatt. Hyatt gets inside, misses the layup. Kilburn gets the rebound and gets fouled. And a great job by Kilburn to follow up.
Man,
there were 2 Lion players there to grab the rebound, and Kilburn came crashing in and grabbed it away from them.
Absolutely. Good effort by Kilburn, but she got assaulted on those fouls.
And Kilburn, she was fixing her mask as she went to the line.
It's a skew. That's the other word. That's the word of the day, a skew.
Oh, okay, there we go.
That's a $3 word.
No, it's like 9 points in Scrabble.
Second shot's no good. A little short. So again, quickly go. And what a steal. Steal by Kilburn. Kilburn going the other way. Drives it inside, and I thought there was a foul. And, yeah, they do call the foul late.
That's another hard one on Kilburn.
And Kilburn just had a great steal, and she took it back the other way. And
well, that's what Coach Grover talked about, because that's her own personal mask. So, you know, she's used to getting hit in the nose. She's tough. She is a tough young lady.
As in for the Lions is Abby Summit. and number 22, Kaya Smith.
I was about to say built Ford tough, but I guess that doesn't apply very much anymore.
No, you can't mention.
Not recently, that doesn't apply.
Yeah, so the first one goes for Kilburn. Second foul shot is also good. So the lead
free
is
throws
now
starting to pile up here in the second half, too.
72-55.
The Storm are 5 for 6 from the line.
Inside, Kirkendall can't get a hold of it. Did they call a foul?
They did.
Abby Barr has her palms to the sky. So Linville to inbound for the Lions. Outside. Looks for somewhere to go with it. Dribbling around. Gets by Hawk. Goes up.
Travel.
No travel called. And one for, and I'm looking here, for Smith.
I don't know about that call.
I don't either.
I think Barr had her feet set.
Well, and I also think Bob's correct, and there's a travel before that, so 2 potential violations.
Well, they called it on Hawk, her 4th.
So that's a big deal as well. As here's Espinosa's at the scorer's table. Shot doesn't go. Fighting for the rebound. Hawk gets it to Barr.
Well,
Barr gets
close.
it quickly to Hyatt. Yeah, a fight over the rebound there.
Looking at the score, this game is pulling away 72-57.
Here's Kilburn. Outside, Hawk's going to try a 3, won't go. Rebound Warden.
She just lost it. It was a great rebound, but she lost it out of bounds. Oh, they called a technical? What?
They called a technical on Warden. I believe it's because she slammed the ball down.
No, she just bounced it to the official. She didn't slam it down.
Well, that's true, but she definitely did show a little bit of frustration. Don't think it should be a technical.
At 4-4 for personal fouls. In this quarter, at least.
Second shot is also good, so both good for Summit as she checks out of the game now.
Warden goes to the bench because the technical counts as a personal nowadays, and that's her 4th.
Warden and Hawk go to the bench, so Brown back in. She's got 4. So look for them to try to attack her on the defensive end. Gets it to Ross. Guarded by Barr, screen set. Here's Summit. Summit looks to get it inside to Kirkendall. Kirkendall outside to Ross. Ross for 3. Won't go. The three-point shooting struggles continue for the Lions. A lot of free throws today. She shot 7 free throws so far. This will be the 8th. And that one's good.
I'm surprised the game has slowed down this much in the fourth quarter as the score is kind of getting away for the Storm. It's 73-59 in favor of Southeastern.
Make that 74. As Coach Grover again was talking to his players during those free throws. Here's Ross. Thought about the 3 and then ends up passing it back. Here's a spin inside. Won't go. Rebound Barr. Barr dribbling. Gets it to Hyatt.
Nice little head fake there.
Hyatt dribbling around. Tries to find somewhere to go with it. Here's Allen. Allen decides to take the 3. No good. Almost went. Good rebound by Kilburn. Allen's going to try again. Rinse and repeat. Allen nails that one.
If at first you don't succeed,
try again.
Well, just try again because it only took 2.
Yeah.
If it had taken 3, maybe.
Well, maybe she'll try it again. Outside, here's the shot from Ross. Ross finally nails the 3. I think that's their first 3 of the second half.
It's right there. Look at it.
See,
it is their third 3 of the second half.
Okay. Well, it feels like it, the way they've been playing. Well, here's Barr. Barr gets it inside to Kilburn. Kilburn to Allen. Allen back inside to Kilburn.
Good move.
Allen gets fouled, or Kilburn gets fouled, excuse me. So Kilburn.
She knows how to use her body to get leverage and position.
Again, Kilburn only a freshman. 18 on the night. Only Kinsley Warden has more with 22.
Kilburn will be shooting her 11th and 12th free throws of the night.
Except it's daytime. It's afternoon.
Oh,
of the afternoon.
Look out the front doors. How sunny it is.
It's a beautiful day. And the second one is good as well for Kilburn.
It looks to me like you said she was shooting 55% coming in. That she should be a good free throw shooter. She's got great form. I think that number's going to go up fast.
I would have to agree with you.
What is she today?
She on free throws today. She's 8 for 11. Call a foul on Allen, and Allen.
See, I don't like it when officials don't call anything for a long time and then start calling everything.
Yeah,
you got to have consistency.
Well, it changes the pace, and Allen thought that was an offensive foul. She gave the wrist out motion, claiming that.
So Allen's playing with 4 fouls, right?
I think that's one. I think it might be Barr that has.
No, Allen. I'm talking about. Excuse me, Brown. Brown, who's shooting the free throws, has 4 fouls.
Yes, Brown is playing with 4 fouls. She picked up that foul with 9 minutes to go, and she came back in. Has to be careful. First one free throw was good. Second one's also good. So 64-79 with 5:27 left to go in this one. Hyatt, who's had 5 assists in this game, gets it to Barr. Barr between the legs, kind of sits there guarded by Jackson. Kilburn drives inside, spins around, gets it to Hyatt, gets it to Barr. They've played this whole possession on the right side, but Barr's going to drive with her left hand, blocked by Jackson. Possession's going to stay with the Savage Storm, but only 3 seconds left to go on that shot clock.
And
media timeout.
Yeah, there you go.
Under 5 minutes to go, so we'll take one too.
Back in just a moment.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it quietly. Spend it as loud as you can. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Leonard Skinner, live 2025 tour. Friday, November 21st, Choctaw Grand Theater. One iconic night with Leonard Skinner. On sale now. You can purchase tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Leonard Skinner, Choctaw Casino Resort Durant.
Life is yours to spend. Spend it with small steps. Spend it with giant leaps. First United Bank. Spend life wisely.
Welcome back. 4:59 to go in this game. 79-64, Southeastern on top. Jake Roberts alongside Noah Fowler, Bob Solons.
You know, one thing, Jake, that's put this game away is the free throws in the fourth quarter. The Storm are 9 for 10 from the line, and the Cameron line, or the, sorry, excuse me, I'm still stuck on last game. The Arkansas Fort Smith Lions are 5 for 7 from the line in the fourth quarter.
So Allen will inbound his. There's a weird scream in the arena. Oh, it's just a baby. Okay.
That's how you sounded when you were 1 year old.
Oh, I'm not saying I wasn't. I just didn't know what the sound was initially. It's an errant inbound pass. Allen has to just chunk it up with only 3 on the shot clock.
Fired it wildly out of bounds.
So again, high scoring once again for the Storm. They scored 94 on Thursday, 79 in this one. Not as dominant. Here's a 3-point shot. Step back. Won't go. Quick rebound. The quickness outside between the back.
Good defensive pressure.
And another inside. Here's a shot.
Took an extra step, but got away with it.
Of course, as soon as I say that, she blows by.
And that's Smith with a good shot. Here's Hyatt. Gets it to Barr. Savage Storm just need to keep it slow with only 4:20 left in this one. Here's Allen. Kilburn behind the back. Fancy. Kilburn takes the bump. Step back. That shot goes.
What a move by Kilburn.
I'd say the degree of difficulty on that was up there.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. Jackson drives in quickly. It's no good. Rebounded by Espinosa.
Man, for Kilburn on both sides of the floor, a good move On the offensive side now.
So Hyatt's going to try a three. That one's good. Hyatt nails the three, and timeout.
Let's take it. We'll be right back.
We'll take 1-2. We'll be right back.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
We recently asked listeners to describe the super nachos off the Taco Casa's super menu. Here are their stories.
I love that when you order the super nachos to go, they separate the chips from the toppings into different containers so that I get to have crispy chips.
The super nachos, only on the super menu at Taco Casa, located on 1st Street in Durant and southbound 75 in Calera. Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good.
Back to action in this one. Jackson has it now. She drives inside, guarded by Kilburn closely. That one won't go. Rebounded by, and that's,
Wimba, I think.
Wimba, yes. Wimba gets that. You can tell by her half red, half white shoes as Hyatt now has it to Barr. Barr at the top of the key. They go slow. Here we go. Inside.
Kilburn.
Goes Kilburn. I don't know how I forgot that. She's been all over the place tonight as she gets fouled and heads the line.
She also knows how to create contact, too. She's good at that.
Yeah. And again, Kilburn is only a freshman, so just a.
Well, that was one thing Coach Grover said after the game Thursday. A lot of times the freshmen need a semester or maybe even a whole year to make the adjustment. He said, the freshmen we got this year, and he's got a bunch, they're like ready to play. Right now, they came ready to play, which is unusual.
Yeah, well, and Kilburn's only going to get better as the second shot goes as well. She's now shot 14 free throws. 13. She's 10 for 13 on the free throws. Here's a shot by Brown.
That one was
that's
wide
Smith.
open.
Good job by Abby Barr to wait for that long rebound. A lot of times on threes, you get those long rebounds.
A lot of physicality by the Fort Smith Lions.
Offensive foul on Espinosa, and she's going to pick up her third.
Now, this will not be free throws. It's considered a player control foul.
She picks up her second personal foul. She's one of the few not in foul trouble.
Yeah, Warden's on the bench with 4.
Kilburn now goes to the bench with 4.
Hawks on the bench with 4. And it looks like checking into the game is another freshman.
Leonard checks in.
Oh, no, Kilburn does not have 4. She has 1.
For Kilburn. Outside, here's Jackson for 3. That one goes. Jackson makes the 3. 71-86 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one. Hyatt has it now.
86-71, by the way.
That's right, man. Joey McWilliams would kill me for saying that wrong after taking a sports media class as Warden misses the shot.
Man, that is usually money for her. Maybe it's because she's been on the bench for a while.
A rare miss. As here goes Smith inside, gets it to Wimba. Wimba puts it up and in.
It looks like good rotations by the defense on that one.
And a quick timeout by Southeastern. We'll take 1-2 here on the Southeastern Sports Network.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
We recently asked listeners to describe the super nachos off the Taco Casa's super menu. Here are their stories.
I love that when you order the super nachos to go, they separate the chips from the toppings into different containers so that I get to have crispy chips.
The super nachos, only on the super menu at Taco Casa, located on 1st Street in Durant and southbound 75 in Calera. Taco Casa, real fresh, Real food, real good.
Welcome back. Southeastern looks to even their record at 2 wins and 2 losses as they're up in this one, 86-73 with 2:02 left to play. They'll inbound.
Well, Coach McAdams taking the time out here. He's probably going to put on the full court press all the way.
Absolutely. And they broke that one earlier, but let's see if they can continue to do that.
Well, with a lot of their players in foul trouble, they get it to Warden. Warden unguarded, so the press broken immediately. She still has the ball guarded by Jackson. Jackson's been all over the place for the Lions tonight on defense. They're looking for somewhere to go with it. They get it to Hyatt. Hyatt holding it. And again, Hyatt the backup point guard.
Shot clock at 10.
10 on the shot clock. They're looking for somewhere to go. Jackson again. Here's Barr. Gets it to Kilburn. Kilburn back to Barr. 1 on the shot clock. Kilburn fires a wild 3. Won't go.
That was Barr. Barr took that.
That was from about 2 or 3 feet outside the line.
No, more than that.
Yeah, that was
it's 20. Yeah, I think it's 22 feet, 3 3/4 inches. She was probably about 30 feet.
It was a deep shot with only half a second to go on the shot clock. So now Jackson has it. And another timeout.
Well, let's just keep it here.
So, well, a good performance by Southeastern.
Well, you got to understand one thing. This is early season. Coach McAdams he's teaching his team. He's got a lot of new players on this team, and so he's taking these early season non-conference games opportunity to get his point across.
Well, in Arkansas Fort Smith, they only have 4 returning players from a year ago, and to open their season, they've played 3 Great American Conference.
Well, now 4.
Well, now 4, and they're 0-3. So
that means they would finish about the same spot in the GAC.
Yes,
as a pick to finish in the.
Well, there are 14 in the MIAA, but they were picked 10th in that coaches poll with a lot of turnover from last year.
Speaking of turnovers, Fort Smith has 13
or
16 turnovers.
I can't believe Noah said that.
16 turnovers.
Next thing you're going to start talking about whether they're apple or cherry.
Here's Brown. She went up and she's fouled.
See, that was not a foul in the first half.
No, but this second half, it slowed down significantly.
I'm going to grab a chance here to look at the stats. In the first half, there were 10 total fouls called. In the second half, there's been 26. And we're not done yet.
Still a minute to go in this one. First shot's no good by Brown. Brown's played with 4 fouls for almost this entire fourth quarter, so she's done a good job of playing defense and not reaching in.
Well, I like our free throw defense there. That was pretty good.
Phenomenal free throw defense is, 1 of 2, so subpar.
Brown is now 5 for 6 from the line.
Here's Hyatt. The double team comes, gets it to Barr. In the corner, Hawk. Hawk looks for someone to go, gets it to Warden. Warden slows it down.
Well, right now you're in the run the clock game.
Yeah.
You're not looking to shoot until the shot clock gets down close to 5.
Well, with only 50 seconds left to go in this one, Hyatt pressed by Jackson. Jackson gets it to Espinosa, inside to Hawk. Hawk pushing inside, stolen by Smith. Gets it to Brown. Brown pushing it. Gets it to Smith. Smith thought about the 3 instead, picks it up. Back to Brown. Brown for 3, air ball. And Hawk's just going to let that one go out of bounds.
Shot clock is off. If they don't foul, you can just run it out here.
So now only 28 left to go in this one, and it looks like they might foul. Espinosa's wide open down there, and that's where they go with it.
Okay.
So,
well, Wimba doesn't want to go that far out. So whoever is Wimba's guarding, go get the ball.
So they're not going to foul, and they pass it to Abby Barr, and she can probably run the game out as the Southeastern fans come to their feet.
Yeah. 2 in a row at home after a tough trip to Minnesota.
They take care of business here. They win 86-74. What a performance by Tori Kilburn, 24 points on 10 of 13 free throws and 10 rebounds to go along with that one. So
she will be stuffing the stat sheet over and over again all this season.
What a game from her. And we'll take a quick break and come back, wrap this one up. Again, Southeastern wins 86-74 here on the Southeastern Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Since 1971, Westside Family Dentistry has been committed to enhancing the natural beauty and function of your smile while improving your oral and overall health. Using state-of-the-art technology, our friendly staff will take care of all your needs, from routine care, crown and bridge, implants, and even orthodontics, including Invisalign. Westside Family Dentistry is the premier choice to create beautiful, healthy smiles for the whole family.
We recently asked listeners to describe the Super Nachos off the Taco Casa's Super Menu. Here are their stories.
I love that when you order the Super Nachos to go, they separate the chips from the toppings into different containers so that I get to have crispy chips.
The Super Nachos, only on the Super Menu at Taco Casa, located on 1st Street in Durant and Southbound 75 in Calera. Taco Casa, real fresh, real food, real good.
Cherokee Communications believes good things come in threes, like 3-pointers, epic movie trilogies, and great home service. That's why Cherokee offers HD TV, high-speed internet, and home phone. And right now, you can get any service or all three for one low cost. Get HD TV, internet, and home phone from Cherokee Communications and score 3 for the home team. Visit CherokeeCom.com today.
Dive into the new Ultimate Trio at your neighborhood Applebee's of Durant, where every combo is a winning play. Pick, mix, and score for just $14.99. Who will you draft? Will it be chicken quesadillas with chipotle lime salsa, or boneless wings with house-made ranch or blue cheese? With 10 apps and 10 dips to combine, any combination could be the winning play. The Ultimate Trio, only at your neighborhood Applebee's of Durant, 1001 Westside Drive, open till midnight Sunday through Thursday and open till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays.
We all have stories. Stories inspired by culture, competition, creativity. Stories show our humanity. They inspire us to greatness and remind us to be humble. Stories connect us to our communities and the rest of the world. We are the Chutta people, and these are our stories. See and share them at togetherwe'remore.com.
If college is in your future, then scholarship applications should be too. Visit ChettaFoundation.com for dozens of scholarship opportunities. Whether you're a high school senior or pursuing a doctorate level degree, Choctaw Tribal members will find competitive scholarships for every level of education. Applications for the Chetta Foundation open on January 15th, but you can start planning now. For more information, visit the scholarship page at ChettaFoundation.com. That's CHAHTA Foundation.com.
Beer runs, straight up competitive. And the wine cellar, we're MVP. From ice cold game day beer to craft brews that impress your hipster buddies. And premium spirits smoother than a quarterback spiral. We've got your victory celebration in a bottle. Don't show up empty-handed. Show up legendary. And proud partner of the Southeastern Sports Network. The Wine Cellar Liquor Store, Radio Road, Durant. Drink better. Celebrate more.
All right, back here, I'll throw the stats up on the screen as we visit with head coach Darren Grover after the Savage Storm win it tonight, or this afternoon, 86-74, second straight win, Coach. And I'm going to give you a stat that you probably haven't seen yet. How important is consistency to coaches?
It's everything, right?
All right, here's your scoring by quarter, 22, 21, 21, 22.
And
that's pretty consistent.
Yeah. Usually with a young team, well, with any team, you're going to have one.
Yeah, ups and downs.
Yes. With a young team, for sure, you're going to have that. And I just told him in the locker room, I don't know how long we will continue to shoot this way, but I'll ride it, and I won't apologize at all for as long as we can possibly do it. But, yeah, it was, offensively, I thought our kids executed. I thought we got good shots. Well, thought we got stuff inside with Kinsley and Tori. I thought and then Akira, and then whenever you're working stuff inside, it's kind of like football with the ground game. If you can run the ball, then it's going to be easier on play action and passing the ball. Well,
I thought you were going to go with the boxing to the midsection. You beat them down with the midsection.
But that's whenever you can do that, they're going to have to help a little bit, and it frees up our shooters.
Okay, well, we know about Kinsley Warden. She's got this unique ability with that turnaround shot from, wherever, and she can get to her spot. But when you add in Tori Kilburn and her, that's a 1-2 combo. You can build off of that.
No doubt, and it goes back to it gets those shots for our for Mackenzie Espinoza, for Katie Allen, for Abby Barr. It gets us those things. Tori. So we know again about Kinsley and her fadeaway and her rising up. Well, Tori has a unique ability to be able to hit fadeaway jumpers, and she's going to some of the rough edges about her pivoting down there and trying to getting stuck are going to smooth out. But she can and she does those in practice. That's not like that's play money for games. She's great about her awareness of where she's at around the basket.
What do you think it is about Kilburn that makes her a really good basketball player?
She's a finisher. It's really as simple as that. She finishes shots around the basket that are hard, even though she's undersized. She's strong. She's tough-minded. Heck, she's playing with a mask right now. And that and a lot of times when people have injuries, they'll get more focused whenever they have an injury. With her, she's always been a great finisher, and to hit those kind of tough shots, especially the fadeaways, it's tough in there.
So there's this thing, especially at the highest level, like in the NBA, some guys just have this unique ability to put the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's almost indefinable. It seems like she has that.
Yeah, and Coach Green and I talk a lot of times about missed layups, and we would say, well, they're just easy layups. Well, maybe layups aren't quite as easy as we think.
Well, not when they're contested.
No,
See,
exactly.
I don't like when it says on the stat sheet layup. It's like nobody was there and you blew it. Yeah. In other words, there was a 6'9" guy in your face or something.
Exactly.
That's to me I know technically you have to put down a layup, but it's not. But anyway, it was a close game in the first half. I thought Espinoza did a great job. She had 8 rebounds at halftime. I mean, that was a big team.
And keep in mind with Mac, and we're talking about Espinoza, she is a kid that didn't play last year. She just wasn't ready, and she would admit it to if she were on the air right now, she would say, I just wasn't ready. In fact, I got on her every single day in practice. She probably hated me, but she came in this spring and basically had a turning point spring and picked up where she left off whenever she came in August, and she has just been fantastic as far as being able to get her shots off, and an underrated part of her game is rebounding.
Well, again, some people, I watched Dennis Rodman play, some people just have a nose to get the ball. She was undersized compared to the 6'3" and 6'2" girls, but she's like either secretly strong or just has a nose for the ball because she seems to find the ball.
She does, and she finds it with two hands.
Right.
She just goes flying in there with two hands.
She must be strong.
Oh, I don't know that she's our strongest kid, but she can't.
There's some secret there.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's just, I think you hit it. She's got a nose for the ball. She knows where it's going to come off the rim. That's something that Rodman, I think, had.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyway, the third quarter was kind of key for you. It was a close game at halftime. And I don't know if you want to attribute it to defense, but Fort Smith shot 3 of 16 in the third.
Well, one adjustment, and I think halftime adjustments are usually overrated, but one thing we did at halftime was we actually did it in the second quarter, but then we really hammered it home at halftime was that we were going to switch all of their ball screens. We're just going to switch all that stuff. They were getting downhill in the first half, which forced us to help, and they're really, really good about turning the corner, and they hit those drift passes from the block to the corner, and then they would what we call one more it. So they had us chasing them around. Second half, we were able to switch those and just stay in front of them so that we didn't have to help quite as much. And I thought especially in the third quarter we did a pretty good job with that. The fourth quarter, and so defensively it'll be interesting to see what the film shows, but I'm sure it's going to show that as far as our original plan to guard those ball screens was not, I wouldn't say it's a bad plan, we just didn't execute it, so we had to change it.
By the way, you've been coaching long enough, you should know this. Go ahead and take credit for those halftime adjustments. I mean, coaches get so much grief anyway. Take credit.
Oh, I watched a NFL film one time. They talked about halftime adjustments, and all those NFL coaches said, it's overrated. We don't even have time to really make any kind of adjustment. And basketball's a little easier. You're only talking about 5 people on the floor they have to deal with. But we did. We made that adjustment. Our kids did a good job of dealing with it.
All right, so enjoy this one, a blockbuster victory, whatever you want to call it, and then you got to get ready to go on the road. But you had a tough trip to Minnesota, close game and a not-so-close game, and you're learning about your team, and they're learning how to play at this level, a lot of them. So you got to feel pretty good, though.
We do, and you hit the nail on the head. We're learning as we go. It's going to be little bit by little bit. We've got a bunch of babies. One of my former players was here, and I was talking to her at halftime, and she was just talking about our team, and I said, that's mainly freshmen and sophomores out there. I mean, that's who we're playing with, and they're going to have ups and downs. They're going to have some quarters are going to be better than others. But this group has been committed to learning about the game, and it's exciting whenever they have success on the floor.
All right. Well, thank you, Coach. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
This has been Savage Storm Basketball on the Southeastern Sports Network. The Savage Storm are brought to you by Choctaw Casinos and Resorts, First United Bank, the Chutta Foundation, and the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. Savage Storm Athletics are sponsored by U.S. Cellular, Shelburne Heating and Air, Cherokee Communications, and El Caporal. The Savage Storm are also brought to you by Burridge Law, Westside Family Dentistry, Stuteville Chevrolet, and Shamrock Bank. Also sponsoring the Savage Storm, Choctaw Careers, Taco Casa, your local Texoma Chevy dealers, Excel Therapy, and the Wine Cellar. The Savage Storm are brought to you in part by Sparlin Realty, Applebee's, The Artisan at Brick Street Hotel, and Arnett Insurance. The Savage Storm are sponsored in part by Durant Lumber, your farmer's insurance agent, Al Olson, Discover Durant, and Green Spray Food Center. Thank you for joining us on the Southeastern Sports Network.